guys, this is George Corso, CSCS. I'm here to talk about the Back Better Bar. What I love about it is the versatility that you can get when you're traveling wherever you go, whether it's in a plane, I can take it in a car with my clients, wherever. I have had a client who has not bought this yet, who has seen the wonders of it. Phil Ross also gives you great detailed explanation on certain exercises that you could do with this. I definitely recommend it for you. If you're a trainer, I recommend it for you and your clients.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Master Phil in Your Corner. This is episode number 151, and today we have two special guests on. We have Cassandra from Strength in the City and Alison from Wellness for Everyone. So they have a really cool initiative going on right here, and they're bringing strength and wellness all across the country. Like they're telling me where they are, where they've been. I'm not quite sure that they know where they are right now, but they're here with us. So just go, Allison. Give the people a little bit of your background and what you're doing and how you can help them.
Sure. So I'm here. I'm the founder of Wellness for Everyone. This is our 10th year, and we're very excited to be rapidly expanding across the country. Today, we're here to focus about a festival that is happening May 9th in Brooklyn. And we've been building out programming in New York and New Jersey for quite some time. Our home base is Chicago, and we create access and equity for wellness programming. We primarily focus on fundraising for the public schools, bringing back arts programming, yoga, meditation, mindfulness, boxing, cooking classes, field trips to local gyms. And we really just want to create more resources for schools, but also more resources for the community. So we've partnered with Strength in the City to be able to do so much more. And I'm going to let Cass tell you a little bit more about Strength in the City and what we're doing together.
Take it away.
Thanks, Alison. Amazing. Yeah, it's such a great partnership. I am Cassandra. I've been with Strength in the City for over 3 years now. I went to Strength in the City, started also in Chicago about 8 years ago, and I attended a Strength in the City festival, and I was blown away by the community and the energy. And I'm so proud to be a part of the team producing these events now. We work on highlighting the local community in whatever city that we're in. We're this year we're in 14 cities taking this festival. And in a couple of them specifically partnered with Wellness for Everyone, but they've also been a benefiting partner over the past couple of years for some of our events. So we like to take the local wellness community and just highlight those instructors, the small businesses, and give them a platform to showcase who they are and what they do, knowing that wellness is not just movement, but there's so much more that goes into it. So we just like to create the space, elevate experiences and the events, and really showcase the local community and give back in any way that we can.
Well, I'll tell you what, just by listening to you, I'm so glad that I'm now involved, not only here in the podcast, but I'll be down at Strength in the City in Brooklyn on the 9th, leading a kettlebell workout and plus having a booth and being a sponsor. And it makes me feel great because I'm a college professor, but the thing is with the position that I have, I wind up teaching a lot of these high school kids. We have a program where the high school kids are a little bit more advanced, but maybe not so they're financially maybe not as well off as some other people, but they've scored very well and they have aptitude and they want to work hard. So I get them, and it's awesome. And I love the fact that I'm able to work with them. And I teach them health all the way through their senior year. I teach them self-defense, weight training, body conditioning, you name it. And I just love the fact that you guys are involved in helping get these programs to the kids. And matter of fact, I'll be speaking to a group of educators and administrators down in Princeton on the 5th. I'll have to let you know how that goes. There's going to be
Yeah,
50 administrators and ADs down there, and I'm one of the presenters. So, we're all kind of in the same thing, right? And
totally.
spreading the word of health, strength, fitness, getting people involved, getting them moving, getting them know, hey, what can we, do
Hmm.
to make ourselves better? So, what are some of the businesses there, and what are some of their focuses? If you can shed a little light on that for us.
Yeah, I'll jump in with one and then let you share some more. So,
Sounds good.
as I was listening to you talk, I was thinking, um, I might want to shine a light that the schools that we focus on in each of our cities are really the schools that need these programs the most. So, not only do they not have access or had exposure to any programs like this before, but they typically don't have equipment or really any resources. So we are happy to be a part of that solution. One of our partners is actually Barry's Boot Camp. They're going to be at the festival as well.
Them.
And Barry's has been working with us to donate their equipment into our schools. And
Mhm.
so it's really cool because not only are we fundraising so we can send instructors into schools so kids can have access to dance and yoga and boxing and strength training and all of these amazing things that most of us have had exposure to in our lifetime, but also partnering with the gyms and the companies that that make the equipment to get those into schools and studios as well. And then Steve Feinberg, who's our partnership director, will also be leading a session. I know Christine Conti from Jersey.
My girl.
She's, she's your girl. She will also be leading a session, which we're very excited about. When I think of equipment, I mean, I couldn't be more excited that David Weck, the founder and inventor and creator of the Bosu Ball, will also be presenting at the festival. Um, Cass, why don't you tell them about the different stages and kind of like the setup
Oh,
and some of our other featured.
before she
Yeah,
jumps
yeah.
into this, are you familiar with Beat the Streets?
No, tell us more.
Then I will make this connection. I know the guys that Beat the Streets. I've done seminars for them, presentations to them. What Beat the Streets is, it's an organization that's urban based, and what they do is they keep kids off the street by bringing them to the facility where they wrestle, work out, and do their homework. And I did a presentation for them recently in October. Well, I guess not that recently, but I see the guys all the time. We should make a connection here. I'll facilitate that. These guys are great.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
awesome.
Floor is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, we have the way that we set up our festival is having 3 to 4 different stage areas that each highlight different types of modalities. So usually one is our present stage featuring some more low impact type of movements. Our elevate stage has higher intensity classes, getting people to kind of elevate their heart rate, step outside their comfort zone. This one's specifically outdoors, so we're really excited about that. We have our transcend stage, which is generally more mindfulness practices. I'm really excited that we have Art Girl leading an art meditation, as well as Glam Hippie, who's going to be doing a sound bath. And then we also have our strength stage, which is a whole variety of different modalities. And we kind of center it around the idea that strength really looks different for everyone, different times of the day, of your life. I know offline we were talking too about just how movement can be so medicinal and how there's so many different amazing people, local instructors who have modalities that have worked so well for them, whether it's movement, whether it's some type of mindfulness practice. And to be able to have such a variety and diversity of instructors to showcase their offerings and what's worked for them, to give the community an opportunity to see, here's something new that maybe I've never heard of or haven't tried before. And it gives me an option to sample it. All the classes are 30 minutes long. So it's really a sampling of like what you offer, which I know you're prepared to show with your kettlebells. But that way you have an opportunity to take so many classes throughout the day to really try everything out. So really excited about that. And I have to mention one of our presenting sponsors is Atlanta Life Insurance Company, who is also leading a workshop about coverage and how life insurance can be used also through while you're alive in life, and how you can really take advantage of that as a means for health and how health is wealth. So we're really excited to have them on board too.
Wow, that's
I also forgot to
fantastic.
mention Fabletics is going to be a part of it. They're
Oh,
helping
they
lead
are.
our run. Yeah, we always start our event with a free walk and run. So while we have a ticketed event, like get as many like run and walk clubs involved to just have like a community meetup in the morning. Short little chill 5K run, different paces available, and then a 1 mile walk if people are just want to get their morning steps in.
You know, it's great that you have a sampling, almost like a smorgasbord of fitness. Uh, yeah, the thing is that, you know, what I always say is that everybody is different and every body is different. You know, there's certain things I like to do. I know what works for me. I know what I love to do. And, you know, and we get pending and think, oh gosh, it works for me. It's going to work for everybody. Well, maybe it doesn't. And maybe it's not everybody's cup of tea. But the important thing is move, get your heart rate up, and build some strength. However you
Mhm.
choose to do it, that's that's what we want to do. So how,
Exactly.
and I love the idea that you have the random sampling and that people can go in and see what's going to work for them. And look, the other thing is too is that sometimes you change through life. Maybe something that worked for you at one point now is not that attractive to you, and you want to find something different. Yeah.
Totally.
And we also know that taking this many classes in a row, it is important to have recovery. So we do have an entire recovery zone. There will be massages, cold
Hmm.
plunges, IVs. Um,
Wow.
what
Good
am I
call,
missing?
Allison. Yep. We
Yeah.
have some cooling towels, like all kinds of really cool experiences, not to mention like different products to be sampled, people to shop around with. Like it's really a taste of what not only the Brooklyn wellness community has to offer, but expanding out through New York as well.
Now, have you done this one in Brooklyn more than once, or?
Yeah, this will be our second year. We did it at Elsewhere last year and it was a huge success. So we're really excited to be back again. Have the indoor outdoor vibe is really
Mhm.
cool, gives you a taste of the movement in different capacities. So yeah,
Wow.
it's going to be great.
Now the event starts at 8 o'clock in the morning or 9?
Yeah, so the first class starts at 9, but our run and walk is at 8. So if
Ah,
people want to get out moving, it's 8 o'clock. Doors open at 8:30 and 9 o'clock first class. We have some DJs that are going to be presenting alongside some of the classes. And then it goes until 2 p.m. We have a really fun 1 o'clock dance finale combination between Palango Fitness and VXN workout, which is going to be kind of like a really fun, simple follow along dance party vibe.
yeah,
So
yeah.
gotta bring a dance to a nightclub to end it all.
So you mentioned recovery. Now, will there also be nutritional products there as well? Or-
Yeah.
Drinks
We
and
will,
snacks.
yes.
And what we gotta have will there be meals or snacks or drinks or
Yeah, we have a couple vendors coming in offering there's a local business doing some snacks. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember what they're providing. I think it's
sorry, I
some
put you on the
like
spot.
South American cuisine is going to be there. We'll have some coffee. Lifeway is going to be there with their Lifeway kefir. We have, I'm trying to think of who else. Throwing Sports Coffee. I already
Sports
mentioned
coffee.
coffee. Yeah, it's like a protein-based coffee drink. So that'll be
Really?
cool.
If you guys want to know what's happening, you just have to follow us on Instagram. There's lots of great things popping up there all the
Totally.
time. And
Yep.
Phil, I mean, you mentioned it earlier in the beginning here. Like we started in Chicago, but we're expanding to 14 cities. I'm currently in Colorado. I'm really looking forward for us all to come together in New York. And
Mhm.
so there's a lot of moving pieces, but it's very exciting. We have like all the new hip trending things to try, but we also have a lot of OG been in the industry 30 plus years,
Mhm.
instructors presenting at the festival. So there's definitely something for everyone. And I think people will come because they'll know someone or they'll know a product or they'll want to try something. But I have no doubt that every single person will walk away with a new experience that is just incredible and all
Mhm.
for a really great cause. So we can't
Totally.
wait to meet you guys and see you all there.
I'm ready to
Yes.
let you go yet, Alison. I want to know what inspired you to get involved in this fitness lifestyle. What was your driver? And I'm going to ask you the same thing too, Cass. So,
Yeah. Well, my story is quite long, so we'll see how
oh, let's
short I
go.
make
Let's
it.
go.
I've been on this journey since I was 3 years old. My first career was as a dancer and a choreographer, and my childhood dream was always to tour the world and be a performer. And so that is what I did. And then at 25, I
Hold
was
on.
in New York. Mhm.
What was your dance? What were you in?
So
Ballet,
I
jazz?
specialized in dance and technology. I'm classically trained, so
Okay.
ballet, contemporary,
Okay.
tap, jazz, hip hop, all those things, which is why I love all the dance
Yeah.
trends coming
Yeah.
back in fitness. Um, but yeah, I was 25. I was in New York and I was sitting on my friend's futon and I was like, I think I'm supposed to do something else. Like, I know I'm kind of famous and doing really well in this career, but I don't know. Why am I doing this? And so I switched to arts education and arts advocacy. And that's when I started getting involved in the public schools. At this time in my journey, I actually lived in California. And as my journey into the school systems grew, so did my fitness journey. So first I got certified in yoga, then I got certified in Reel Rider, which is a cycling bike that like moves from side to side. I ran 2 marathons. I teach paddleboard yoga. There's a whole wide range of things, but what's really interesting is as I started working in the schools, everyone knows arts are first to be cut. So first we brought back arts programming, and that's really where my first career was and my connections were, and it made a lot of sense. And then as my fitness journey evolved and yoga and meditation and mindfulness became important to me, it was following the trends in education, and everyone was realizing how important social emotional learning was for the schools.
Yes.
And then as I started running marathons and doing CrossFit and kettlebell training and diving into strength training more and HIIT classes, we were deep in the school systems at this point and learned that physical education is the most under-resourced, underserved department of any school. And to me, that is a very easy fix because sports, which is directly connected to physical education, is has a lot of resources.
Mhm.
And so being able to work with different athletes, different health and wellness brands, really pull resources from the community for the community,
Mhm.
um, and bring all of these wonderful things together is how I got here. So it's like it really just organically was like everything happening in my life is exactly what happened with my work.
That's fantastic. You know, the thing is that when you in school and you're speaking with students, they may be taking a course that they'll never use the rest of their life. But guess what? Guess what they're stuck with? That same body. You better treat it well. So the things we need to teach them how to eat properly, how to exercise, lay that foundation, because that foundation will carry forward, will echo for the rest of their life into their older age. And this is how we have to present it to these kids and as well as the administrators.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And all of our programming focuses on 3 pillars. And the first one is always developing self-awareness. And that's directly connected to what you're talking about. And the
Mhm.
second is building community, which is what we're doing together. But it's also what these activities and access to these programs does because it allows kids to interact with each other in a different way that's really productive and really healthy and really important. And then our third pillar is creating inspiration because when you're inspired, you can do anything.
Agree with you 100%. 100%.
Yes,
Your turn now,
yes.
Cass.
I mean, it's Alison, I love listening to you talk about what Wellness for Everyone does because
It's very
it takes
inspiring.
it is, and I think it
Yeah.
really lays the groundwork for then like what we do is strengthen the city for helping kids and individuals who can have some access and find that inspiration are the ones that go on to build these small businesses and really kind of learn what works for them that then we can then feature at our events on our stages and within our classes and the things that we do. So I mean I've always been an active person through growing up and trying different sports and also trying all types of different movement modalities, being outside. And what really brought me to Strengthen the City was the community aspect. As I've been working in events most of my adult life, and I love to see the people coming together and what's created from the connecting to people. And because everyone has such unique offerings, there's something so magical that can formulate from people interacting and then what happens next. It's just that snowball effect. We believe that there is like community over competition. There is enough for everyone out there. So when we bring like-minded individuals together, even if it's two yoga instructors or two yoga studios, there's a way that we can build each other up. And I think that's what we really try to do with Strengthen the City is how can we continue to enhance and build each other and then be able to give back to programs like what Alison is doing in the schools and through other charitable organizations that we work with. So Strengthen the City, it really started, I wasn't on the original founding team, but I know that started as a way to better the community. The whole idea was strengthening individuals so that they could strengthen their communities. And what better way than finding that inspiration and self-awareness through movement, mindfulness, and wellness.
Wow. Well, that's fantastic. I just got to tell you that I'm excited to be part of this. I'm excited to get this podcast out to everybody. And, just let's go have some fun and promote health, wellness, strength, mindfulness, and all things that, make life more enjoyable.
Totally. Thanks, Phil. Honestly, thank you for inviting us and thank you for believing in our event and getting involved. We're so excited to have you. I love a kettlebell personally. I know Alison does too. So your class is going to be a great time at this
I
event.
I can't wait. And I always sign off, guys, with strength and honor.
Strength and honor. I love it.
Strength and honor.
Let's do it. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. The Master Phil in Your Corner podcast is brought to you by philross.com, the home site of Master Phil Industries, books, presentations, virtual training, supplements, and products, including the Back Better Bar, strengthen your back and bulletproof your shoulders, the Body Bell Method, the world's only kettlebell, bodyweight, and dynamic tension system, providing continuing education credits for trainers, coaches, doctors of physical therapy, and chiropractors. Be sure to check out our new app, Master Phil Kettlebells, on the App Store. Thank you for your patronage.